Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, yo?
My name's Graham,
Ushindi.
and this is Throne Talk. This is a platform of expression, different type of idea building. And just all around, you know what I mean? Just whatever we feel it needs to be.
Whatever we're feeling in the
But
moment.
it's a matter of expression. It's a matter of information. Everything from a genuine place.
That's right. Sometimes very personal.
Sometimes very
personal. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, like we feel it's necessary to share it with you guys because, well, our experiences can help somebody. But beyond that, I feel like if you're going through something similar, like, and this is kind of like the first thing I want to get into, you got to try your best, in my personal opinion, not to be afraid of expression or not to be afraid of, not to be afraid of expression or sharing emotion, especially if it's in your closest circle, your family, your group of friends. I realized, like, with me and like some of my homies, that's not the case, and it's cool because we have to grow into that place of being able to express, not being afraid of being judged. And yo, man, there's so many different ways to try to grow, but you got, like, all I can ask is that you start small and you try your best to start expressing around these people.
That's right.
Or even having the conversation about saying, yo, I need y'all to be a non-judgmental place, because we're so quick to judge, but the reality is none of us are perfect. We all have flaws. That's kind of the reason why we should be able to build.
I think a lot of people, especially men, man, I don't know what's wrong with us.
Hey.
We are so afraid to express ourselves. Why is that a problem?
I don't know, man.
Why is it a problem? Like, you be like, man, you got so much feelings in you. You really need to release it. But because you're afraid of losing your street creds, why is that?
Or some type of false, like, reputation you're afraid of losing, like within the homies. It's like,
I don't understand that whole thing, so I don't do it. Listen, if I'm emotional, I'll show you my emotional side.
It's necessary.
All right. Again, going back to what we talked about before shooting, you never know when is your last minute.
Word.
You know what I mean? So if I love you, I'll tell you I love you. I don't care if it scares you off. That's how I feel.
That's how it's gotta be, bro. No, but top left. It's like people go above and beyond to not show emotion, to not express themselves. Put it this way: if you can be homies, friends, whatever, you know who your homies are. You go to their house every day, you kick it, whatever y'all daily routine is. Y'all chilling, burning it down. Just we play basketball. Oh, we do this. Oh, we do that. Whatever
Activity.
But no one ever expresses, like, just out of the blue. No one ever, yo, man, how you feeling today? You good? How's your mental? Oh, you got a problem? Yo, man, shoot, let's sit down and talk about it, man.
You.
Honestly, man, like, this is not a judgmental, no judgment zone. Express what's on your chest, man. Like, I'd rather you tell me than just holding it in, and then eventually it turns into something bigger and deeper. People go above and beyond to not express, and I'm just trying to say, yo, we need to express more, especially in these types of times, man.
We need to do it.
For example, bruh, this is a type of, like, it's not to say that one life is more important than the other, but it seems sometimes that some people display extremely great qualities when others choose to hide. And don't get me wrong, it's not a judgment. It's just more of, some people choose from younger ages to try to display different things, and it's cool to see it develop within them. Like, whether it's like, I'm talking about my nephews, for example, I'm seeing them develop into two great young men, but sometimes they got to be encouraged to let that out of them. Express who you are. Let that personality show. In this day and age, like, on a more somber note, we lost a real gem, a real solid individual, a dope individual. His name is Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in peace, my brother.
All we can say is salute to your family, love to your family, prayers and condolences.
Yes.
This is the type of situation where it hurts and shakes and breaks the hearts of so many that people don't even know what to do with themselves, man. All we can do is celebrate his life and understand that he's loved, no matter what the situation is, man. Like, I bring up Nipsey because he's the type of person to tell people, hey, I appreciate you. Hey, salute. I respect you. Always showed so much respect. Always showed love to the people who obviously who he loved. And it shows. It shows throughout all his work, all his legacy. Like way before his passing, it showed. Like that's why he had such a good rapport with everyone. I'm just speaking this from the heart because it inspired this episode, period. But it inspired that topic of, express, because you don't know when the last moment.
Express yourself.
Express yourself, man. For real.
We cannot emphasize that enough. Express yourself.
Tell the people you love.
I've learned to ask questions, because through that, you get to know what more you want out of this life.
Word.
Express yourself. Also, be very, Jesus Christ, be very, very, very vivid with what you're telling people, because I've learned sometimes people don't understand how you really, like how you're creating these things in your head. You have to be almost like on the same page.
Word.
So be careful how you choose your words. Be careful what words you say to somebody, whether it's in a situation of like a heated argument.
Yeah. Heated
We say
discussion.
the dumbest things when we're angry.
Very true. Very true.
Half the times, yes, we may mean it, but it's how you say things. So man, if you get anything from this episode today, is understand that life is really short, so be grateful for it.
Yes.
Be curious to ask questions.
Yeah, inquire, man. Yeah, inquire about whatever the situation is, man. Like especially if it's within your circle or I get it. We might not want to walk up to a stranger and ask them how their day is, whatever the case is. We'll take steps to get there. But what I'm saying is, in the immediate circle, like whether it's a mom, a dad, whoever you have, express to them, hey, like have a conversation and actually ask questions. Try to see what's on their mind, how they form their opinions, whatever the case is. Try to learn one another in the sense, I know we're ever changing and we're ever growing, but try to learn like what their morals are, how much you can put into them as far as like where your boundaries are, like what's too much for them as far as like, okay, this might be too deep of a conversation. We may need another person to come into the situation. We got to try to work our best to communicate better, but beyond communicating better, like we got to try. Like in my opinion, we got to try our best to be more loving, man. Like dropping egos, things of that nature.
So
like I'm way better. I'm way better than him. I'm way better. And that's cool. Nothing's wrong with you feeling great and you being like, I'm the greatest me. It's when you start shitting on other people and saying, yo, I'm better than this person because I got more money. I'm better than this person because I'm way taller. I'm better than, okay, so now we're going into pure subjectivity. It's like you're saying you're better because of this, but that's not a fact. It's not a fact. Subjective. It's your opinion.
Even if it's a fact, keep that. I was gonna bip. I was gonna bip.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Express yourself, Kaka.
Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. If you got more money than me, all right, cool. That's not my problem.
For real. No, but that's what it is.
That's not my problem.
Especially if that's if I'm joyous despite the fact that you have more money.
That's cool.
How much merit does that statement really have? It doesn't faze me none. That's basically what he's saying. Like it ain't gonna faze me.
No, man.
I'm good. So it's like
the younger generation especially needs to understand this. I see people flexing fake watches, fake money, fake this.
Like that's what's up. But
I don't care if you're wearing a low budget, whatever. I don't care if you're wearing the most expensive thing. At the end of the day, you're gonna bleed what? Red. I'll bleed what? Red. That's what comes down. I got the same emotions as you do.
That's what it is.
You may just hide it better than me, but at the end of the day, we're one.
And it's like
that's it.
And that's what it turns into. It's like people wanna like try their best to explain or to make claims of being better, but beyond that, like I just don't understand. But I at the same time I don't want to try to understand why people want to like be so the negativity. Why people want to hate. Why people want to. Because that's what it is. You telling me you're better than me because of a material thing that either of us could lose
I
or
don't
gain.
really care for.
that's where we're at. That's where we're at though, and it's like it's gonna take a long. Hopefully not, but it's gonna take a long process for us to get like rewire, reprogram ourselves as far as being more decent on the journey. Like how else can, like seriously, like holding the door open for an elderly lady, things of that nature, like little simple gestures. It starts small, but the ripple effect is amazing.
It's great.
We got like, and it's not about me saying to you and my word is law, but it's more of just I'm just expressing it. I'm almost more pleading out to humanity or whoever hears this, where it's like we got to try our best to be better, man.
We gotta do better all together. You know, it takes the whole team.
It really
does.
does.
I can do my part. If you don't do your part,
then where we at? We're supposed to be a team.
It's not a circle. It's not a circle. But yeah, that's just insane, man.
No, for sure.
This is where we'll take our first break.
No.
And we'll be back.
We'll come back with after these commercial breaks, after
right.
these commercial messages.
Yes.
Trust in your idea. Grind hard till you're free. Till I'm gone, more love. Build with who you trust. Oh,
We're back. So another thing I wanted to talk to you about was just based off the last topic, like as far as how like people are out there going wild, hating and whatnot, things of that nature. Okay. There's a topic of real friends, but fake supporters, where it's like, okay, I'm your friend, we're homies, but I'm not trying to support nothing you be doing. Yo, man, I just made this movie. I hope you check it out. Nah, that's not for me. That genre of movie's not for me. Yo, I just made this song. Yo, I hope you check it out. Nah, your vibe's not really my vibe. Yo, man, check out this art piece. Do you like the colors? I don't really like green and yellow.
I don't got time.
These are the types of situations I find myself facing daily. And the only reason why I'm making it a topic or even expressing it, despite if my quote-unquote real friends see this or not, I look at it like this. Our actions mean everything, man. Like, and because it's super important for you to be basically on par with your team, with your family members, with your brothers from other mothers, you got to be able to express to them that, yo, like, all that stuff is fugazi. All that acting like you can't support somebody or you can't share a link on social media or whatever the case is. If you can share a cat playing with a piece of yarn that already has 17.8 million views.
You can share my work.
You can share my work. Like,
you can share my work.
People like, oh, I'm not gonna share his work. Oh, what if my feed sees his work?
Okay.
It's like it's as if they don't want to help you shine because they think, oh man, them adding to your shine is gonna take a little bit of dimmer or light off away from their shine. And it's like, what we doing?
See, this is why I tag, because just like you two, I have those, what do you call them?
Real friends, but fake supporters.
Right. If you don't like my stuff, that's perfectly fine, because
Totally
the way I see art is everybody has a different eye for it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So if you don't like my work, talk to me. Let me know. We're friends, right? We're friends first. See? We're friends first. So tell me, listen, brother, your work is nice, but you could do a little bit of this editing, a little bit of this. That's fine.
Then that kind of sort of goes into a constructive criticism versus hate. Because it's not hate if you're constructively trying to criticize.
Exactly. You're trying to tell me what I can get better at, and I appreciate that. So don't just like fully stay away from
Yeah, like, oh, I don't like his one song, so I'm not going to touch nothing. No other song he makes or no other art piece. It's like, what we doing, man? Like, there's so like, and even back to like, you can even though I get it, I'm more or less, let's just say we're using the field of music. If I'm playing the piano and I'm learning and things of that nature, I get it. You can criticize and say, hey, maybe try playing more of like a lighter song, like a more joyful song. If I was showing you like a sad song and you're saying, hey, maybe that might be a better vibe. Totally different. But if you're gonna flat out be like, I don't like the words you're saying or just everything you're playing, my ears don't like it. It's like you're not even giving it a chance, but you'll go out of your way to give all these strangers money and things of that nature who you have no more or less say in what they even can produce, but I'm giving you saying what I can produce and you can't even show nothing, you know what I mean, to support. Constructive criticism versus hate. What we doing? Are you supporting your people?
Are you hating?
Are you just hating?
Straight up.
You like, and if somehow you feel uptight about this little segment of like, yo man, why's G talking about?
He's attacking me. He's attacking me.
If the shoe fits, then then I'll clearly, like, you know what I mean. Then that's what it is. But
it stops right there.
If it don't apply, let it slide. If it don't apply, but if the shoe fits, then understand and like, yo man, like, it's not really like you're the one who's making it into a scenario.
That's it.
Where I would even have to voice it, because this is the day and age we live in. Everybody's somebody. Everybody's taking their time to try to build up. Like, this is the social media age where everybody literally has a Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Even I'm learning how to support local businesses. You know,
Which is dope.
I feel like we're so busy supporting the business that's already like established and developing, and it's just taking your money, but we forget to invest and support the little people. You know what I mean?
Because they're trying to grow and cause for the local community to grow.
But we're so consumed with our consumption.
Conception.
Like assumptions.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So you're too busy assuming that just because they're starting business, that product is not good enough.
Word. Yep. You might have the this is a little mom and pop.
They don't use
whatever.
bigger equipments. They don't use this and this and that. I'm like, yo, come on, man, support first.
Yeah,
that's
everybody
the first
starts
move.
somewhere. Yeah.
Give somebody 1 chance, 2 chances, 3 chances. After that, if you don't like it, okay. Not every business is meant for you. You know, so if that does not work out for you, man, then it's cool. But at the end of the day, let's support each other.
Yeah, at least try to support. You know what I mean?
Support each other in everything that we do. Even if it's a like, even if it's a hello, I saw your video. Thank you.
That's what it turns into. And sometimes word of mouth is key, man. Like, for example, people will run up on me all day, homies will run up on me all day and say, yo man, you see that new XYZ?
Every day.
But do you ever run up on any of the other homies and ask them if they seen the new gram or the new what we doing?
Facts.
What we doing?
Facts.
These are the types of questions I ask myself, and it's not about me as far as being like, well, why should I support Graham's work? No, it's more about, okay, what's making me not support his work? If I genuinely don't like it, does he ever do we ever converse where he like, yo man, I heard such and such, I like the way the drums sound. If we have those types of constructive criticism types of conversations,
that's how we all
you know that that's the case.
Yeah.
If it was a matter of you trying to tell me something and I'm like, I ain't trying to hear it, bruh. I ain't trying to. Then obviously I can understand why you'd be sour and not want to support. But I know personally, anyone who I've ever spoke to about the works or crafts or anything that I'm doing, I've never just went out of my way to like, nah, man, anything you say doesn't have any value. I know I'm not that type of person. So it's like, we got to find a middle ground here, especially if I'm starting to reach new levels, and then it turns into a situation of, yo man, can you get me to such and such? Yo man, can you let me have this, and this? Can you get me into this place? And then it turns like, it can't be a situation of as soon as you see me shining, now you're a part of the you're a part of the process now. But as I'm in my grassroots stage, you wanted nothing to do with it. And especially if you're a type of person who, if you have a little influence yourself, we all do. If you have a Facebook group of 7,000 friends, that's a nice little following that you know what I mean? If they support you, they can support you.
And
so
just to be clear, this is not coming from a place of hate.
That's what I'm saying.
You know it's not coming from a place of hate.
Not a place of malice and hate. No.
It's coming from a place of, personally, I believe if I grow, you grow. If you grow, we all grow together. You feel me? So
let me show you this. Where is it?
It's new.
Look. We all win if we all support. You see what I'm trying to say? I didn't even show him my little notes because that's what I'm trying to express to you.
That's it.
If we all support, we all win. It's not a matter of being like, oh yo man, just Graham's winning.
No man.
Just Ushini's. No. As soon as I'm on or he's on, it's a matter of, okay, my next dog's coming on. But you gotta have the drive, because I know I got the drive. It's just a matter of but you can't do it alone. That's why one needs a little bit more support. It's like there's so much to get. Like, I know me personally, I got so much to give. I know I love life, and I'm not saying it in any way, shape, or
Me
form.
too.
That's what I'm saying. It's not from the place of vanity, like,
No.
oh, I have so much to give. I'm talking about if I had a larger platform, and maybe this is the reason why I don't have a larger platform. I would be uplifting and elevating till I couldn't anymore.
Have you noticed?
I've been doing that from the start. There's a track record. You can check it. But it goes back to that, man. What's up?
I was just gonna say, have you noticed? Usually, people with facts and like straight up truth,
Yeah.
people like that don't have a bigger platforms.
don't. And
Because
I
nobody
understand
wants
that.
to hear the truth, man.
That's the
You
real.
know, it's
That's
crazy.
the real. No, it's real.
Because
You know?
usually people try in the social, you know, on TV, whatever. You try to cut, you know, you're editing this for the perfect audience.
Yeah.
You know, but the truth is for every audience, man. You know, if if the shoe fits, you can't change that.
Yeah,
feeling.
you can.
That's it. That's it.
Don't
man.
want to hear the truth, and it's okay. And I'm not even saying it like, again, I'm not talking like, yo, my word is the law. What I'm simply saying is, if somebody's speaking some real ish, just understand that that's what it is. And you hear it. So you're like, okay, this guy's clearly real. But you ain't trying to share it because you don't want no one. If you share something that's deemed like, oh, yo, this guy's on that woke stuff, as if something like that term, like not even just woke, but I mean like that conscious, or you have some type of quality or substance within your art, automatically is deemed like that's something bad. But then let me say how many people I hurt or how many people I shot or what I sold when I was 17. Then it turns into a situation of, oh, yo, this is lit. This is lit.
This is what's
So everyone,
happening right now.
and it's totally cool. It's not even to down the people who live that lifestyle. I'm simply saying, if you live that lifestyle, I know you're expressing it because you did what you had to. You didn't want to do it. Now, obviously, there's some wild people out there who are wild. That's just what they are.
Can't change that. You can't change that.
But most people, they're doing it out of necessity. So, although, yeah, like this is hip hop since whatever or whatever genre, since it seems like since the beginning of time, trauma and violence and things like that is what sells. But yo, we gotta try. In my opinion, we gotta try to shift that.
Change it.
Because I'm not gonna try to sell y'all trauma. Maybe that's why I'm not selling. Seriously, like maybe like because I don't sell trauma. But at the same time, I'm gonna give you that real, and trauma is a part of it, but it's not gonna be all of it. Is what I'm saying.
I think you got a point there, though.
Yeah, man.
You know, going back to, you know, violence and everything. What's the first thing most people think about when their loved one gets hurt? You want to hurt the other person back.
Very true.
But I think the way to approach that is, you know, give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. Actually, accept the fact that whatever happened just happened, and how can you move on from here? Most of the times what we do is we just want the other person to feel exactly how we're feeling, and you end up looking for that person's sibling or something that means the most to them and hurt that person through another person. What did the other guy do to you?
But that's
You know what I mean?
and don't get me wrong.
And it just never ends. It
Now
becomes
that-
a circle.
it's a vicious
circle
cycle,
of just
yeah.
viciousness, and it's crazy.
No, you're 100% right. 100% right. The only thing that's unfortunate and why people out there will be like, yeah, man, but at the same time, man, I gotta get revenge, man. The only reason why people be out here thinking that way is exactly what you just, because they got hurt and they don't give it time to process. But it's not gonna stop you from feeling pain or wanting to go above and beyond to get that revenge.
Yeah.
It's not gonna and that's why it's unfortunate, because they say like, oh, time heals all, and that's not always the truth, but it's still like don't get me wrong. What you're suggesting, I agree with, but it's just I feel like it's easier said than done. Which obviously,
it's
you know
true.
what I mean. Like it's a little
Right,
easier said
right.
than done, but that doesn't mean that we still can't strive for it.
No.
It doesn't mean you still can't strive to.
It's just a decision, man. Like I know.
I'm gonna chill out. And,
Yeah.
Like, hey, like in Canada, hold up. In Canada, marijuana's legal. So I'm just saying, if you gotta relax yourself, and do something,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
as long as you ain't you're not getting violent. You feel me? Like, but see, that's another thing that Nipsey was saying on some, because when he's in the studio, bro, he's going hard, and my man said, hey man, somebody get they noodle, you know what I mean? If he don't got the tree, because as y'all know, Nipsey love that burning it down, and it just is what it is, man. We all love what we do, what we love, right? It's like we all got our vices, but I'm saying, just understanding, trying to calm down, instead of just automatically reacting with violence. I know it's not. It's easier said than done, man.
Everyone needs to find their happy place. You know, go there every time you like something goes wrong in your head. You know, violence. If your first move, your first reaction is violence, listen, that's not gonna end. You know,
no, of course.
I hurt you right now. You're not gonna come to me straight up. You're probably gonna go through somebody that you know I care for. You know. And that's gonna hurt me more because I'm like, oh, so he's not man enough to come to me, right? Now I'm thinking even more violence. You know, what else can I do? And it just goes in this circle, man.
It's a sick, vicious cycle.
I don't know how we'll end up like in a world where people think, listen, just calm down. I don't know if that world is ever gonna come, but hey, I try to live that world in my life, like in my world. That's it. You know, you piss me off, all right, man. Go ahead about your day. I go home,
because if I but that's the main thing too, like, or even before it gets to the physical violence, young men, I'm speaking specifically to young men, we got to try our best not to allow anybody to take us out of our character.
Nope.
I get it. We're all, yo, I'm a man first. Cool. I get that. But the reality is, I'm a man first. We'll get you put in put anywhere.
In a bad situation.
You know what I mean?
Man.
It can get you put in a place where you'll never see the light of day again.
Can't come out of that place.
You know what I mean? Like so I say that to say, please, just before you go above and beyond and wreck somebody because they wanted to bring you out your character and talk nonsense to you and trying to rile you up, yo man, take a deep breath and understand, like, hey, you ain't even worth my time. Just letting this you don't even gotta say all that, but just let them know that they ain't worth your time, because your freedom or potentially your life is not worth a 10 to 15 second argument that just goes left. I get it. We react. We have emotion, but yo, trying to de-escalate the situation and letting your ego kind of chill it can save a lot more than just one life. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole, like,
at the end of the day, man, just understand how valuable your life is. You know, I'm not gonna let you piss me off because you're mad. I'm not mad, so why should I match your energy? I'm not mad, so stay away from me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's not necessary for some situations. Man, people just get angry because they think, oh, you're angry? Okay, I'll get angry too. Nah, brother. Take a minute. Breathe. You know, like, are you just angry because he pissed you off, or you're angry because it's irrelevant? Like, come on, brother. Like,
especially if it's a matter of over trifles, man, like over the smallest things.
It's not
I get it, man. It goes all back to it. Well, in my opinion, it goes all back to the ego, man. Like how you step on somebody's shoe, you ready to milli rock this person to the ground because he stepped on your shoe.
You can wash your shoes.
As unfortunate as it is, and even if the person apologizes, hey, bruh, nah, these is X amount of dollars.
Yeah, man, these are Yeezys, man.
You just crushed my, you just creased my whole shit. And then it's like, all right, now we gotta fight, and I might potentially lose my life over your X amount of dollars shoe.
Nope.
It's like,
your shoes will never replace a moment in my life.
And that's why
I apologize if I'm not gonna fight you. And if that makes me a bitch, let it be.
But that's what that's it. See, that's what it is. Understanding, like, yo, I'm secure. I'm not out here to have you constantly trying to test my ego and constantly trying to test my. No, I'll hit you with the. You got it. You got it. I'll hit you with that.
That's it.
I'll hit you with that.
That's how you walk away. You walk away as a man,
hey, bro.
You don't walk away as a punk.
You ain't gonna take my peace.
That's it.
You will not take my peace of mind, my nigga.
That's just me, though. That's just where I've managed to take myself to. You know, if we have a very big situation, listen, man. Unless really you push me to that point, but I try not to get there. So I will be like, you know what, man? agree to disagree. I'm just gonna walk away, get my coffee, and then you can go home and punch a wall.
Yeah,
Okay?
but that's what it
See the
turns
difference?
into. That's what it turns
That's
into.
it.
That's what
I'm
it
just
turns
walking
into.
away. But yo, that's it.
Yeah, man.
We just wanted to basically just like dedicate this episode,
No, for sure.
to big brother Nipsey, man.
Nipsey Hussle, man.
You know, my man, he just want everybody to be on the same page. You know, love for his community.
No, man. Love, shoot.
Crazy.
Love, yo. He was like definitely like I'm telling you, man. It ain't about trying to just, but he was a king amongst men, straight up. Like he led, he led, but he led by example. That was the beauty of it. There was no, in my opinion, like there was no, like of course we're all human, we all have flaws, but there was no, like he did it everything the right way as far as from the grassroots, building himself up, self-made, making himself into a person where, not even a person, into I don't even want to say a brand, like he made himself into a legacy, you know what I mean? Like before any of the negativity or any of the tragedy, you know what I mean? Like, so we just want to dedicate this to Nip, you know what I mean? Salute.
And then just so, like, I think you already said it, you know, to the younger man, the younger boys coming up, man. We all have anger issues, we do, but it's just how you control it. And remember, you're the bigger person if you walk away.
On some real shit. You ain't alone.
That's it.
You ain't alone, man.
I do it, and people respect me more for that. Which is crazy because people don't understand. You know, if you respect another person, you're gonna get that respect back.
It's true.
So that's it, man. Walk away and you earn the respect. You're not gonna get, like, if this guy hits you from the back, what does that tell you about him?
Exactly.
He's the punk, not you.
Out here being a whole out chick.
That's how it goes. But this is another episode.
Yo, it's another episode of Throne Talk, and we
Close
out.
it off.
Yo, Stone Talk, salute. Instagram.
Ushindi, your boy. Yeah, I was gonna say your brother, but
Either way,
thing.
brother, your boy.
man, your brother.
Yo, we out here, bro. We out here.
Everything.
It's another episode.
Alright, y'all. Hope to see you
Respect
next
the Nips.
week.
Respect the Nip.